Hey, Uncle Buck. Hey, attendees. Hey. Nice to see attendees. You don't get to stop by often anymore. I feel like. Missed the quiz night yet. Demand a redo. Hey, Holly. Don't worry, attendees. We'll do it again in a month. We'll do it again August 9th. Next trivia night, August 9th. Did your message send? Where you said, hi, Uncle Buck? Last message I see from you is, hey, Uncle Buck. Which I'm pretty sure I did have to approve. I don't know why Uncle Buck. Referred to myself as a hobo, saying I slept through the quiz night and an error came up. Would suggest that hobo is auto blocked by YouTube. Also, yeah, I don't know why Uncle Buck has to be manually, like, why anytime somebody types Uncle Buck, that has to be approved, manually approved. I don't know why. It's such a weird thing. It makes no sense. If you do have against homeless bums. What's Night Scream about? I mean, it'll probably be about your mom. Watch Odyssey? No, I haven't watched the Odyssey. I don't think I don't imagine I will. Your mom's angry with you right now? Any particular reason? Spaghetti loops, on the other hand. She gets offended easily. Some people do be like that. Hey, Shelly. How fantastic tin food actually is. Doesn't need to be heated, it's already cooked. I mean, I can't say I'm a fan of tinned food. Hey, Dubs. I'll sleep with the pizza in the oven and it's burnt to a crisp. See, that's why what you gotta do is like set an alarm. When you're like, if you're gonna lay down, if you're at risk of laying down when you've got food cooking, set an alarm. It's called a fire alarm. That also works, but like if you're putting something in the oven, if you're cooking something, Undateable's TV program, I misunderstood the woman that she's a hoe on the date when she said row. Your fire alarm never went off. But yeah, if you're cooking something and you feel really tired and there's a possibility that you might lay down and doze off, just set an alarm on your phone. Hey, Buttercup. TV show about dating on the. Yeah, I think that's the name of the show, Dating on the Spectrum. Yeah, I've never watched it myself. Never would watch it, but I've heard of it. I think 21 degrees today, so it has come down a bit at least. I like to bake a casserole and race to see if I can poop to completion before it's done. You're constipated over if you can cook a casserole in that time. Fair point, fair point. I mean, casseroles are not. I don't think casseroles cook all that quickly. Though to be fair, I also like. I also like to spend extra time on the toilet. So I mean, hey, Miss Pixel. Is it 2 minutes to get to the bathroom? How big is your house? It's not about the bowel movement, it's about the journey. Anyone else eat the same foods every day? Cooking instructions the same every time. The tin when I see the year strong yet. Say hand washing that takes 2 minutes. Yep. Thanks, Buttercup. Don't like leaving food in the microwave after it's beat. It starts absorbing dirty air from the previous meals. Same, even if I'm just making popcorn, once it beeps, as soon as it beeps, I gotta open that door. Microwave popcorn. Yeah. Yeah, I make microwave popcorn, so. Actually, I'll usually give it a few seconds. Actually, with microwave popcorn, I'll give it a few extra seconds after it beeps before I take it out. Yeah, like 3 extra seconds. What's the difference between popcorn kernels and corn on the cob? Mm. Corn on the cob is still on the cob. Roasted corn on the cob is nice as a salsa. I mean, roasted corn on the cob, like corn on the cob is just good. Popcorn is a scam. It's like air filled with calories. So, shit's still good. Roasted corn on the cob turned into popcorn when microwaved. Yeah, I mean, I think they are sort of prepared differently. Like they are sort of different things. The corn that's on a cob is not the same as the kernels in a bag. Is popcorn a vegetable? Probably not. Corn, yes. Popcorn, no. Who won the World Cup? Spain, I think. The starch carb. Yeah, I think Spain won. In a game that had apparently very few goals. What is the casserole? There's some uneducated in food. Well, that's okay. I'm uneducated in most things. A tuna casserole. Doesn't have any fiber. Slave over a microwave and love potatoes. Potatoes are very good. Yeah. Yeah, the tuna definitely has traces of mercury. Jerk it. I mean, that is usually my answer for most things. Only sushi tuna can make me do that. Get out of here, fish, points back to ocean. I agree. I agree with you, Holly. I'm just not keen on seafood. Fish, I mean, like some fish is okay. You know, it's fine, it's okay, but there's never a time when I'm like, oh boy, fish. Boyfriend and I refuse to eat anything out of the damn ocean. And I support you in this. Explode beached whales. I mean, yeah, I mean they got to do something to get them off the like it's you got to deal with them before they start to decompose. Lobsters are sea insects. Don't break my heart by smack talking sushi. Sorry, Dubs. I have had sushi. I did not like it. Crabs are the spiders of the sea. And then you get spider crabs. Can only eat tuna if it's covered in mayo. Like this leather and finding spiders nest. Yeah. Yeah, every so often I end up having to kill a spider. Only things if it's covered in mayo. And I'm a weirdo who doesn't like mayo. UK has spider. Canadian almost the size of your palm. I don't think I will Google that. Yeah, if it's okay with you, I believe I will pass on Googling big ass spiders. Pea spiders, million. With mayo and coleslaw. The only time where I'm fine with mayo. Jan has got centipedes that look like they can abduct your cat. Something else I will not be looking up. Centipedes, millipedes, those things are gross. Like to see a spider strong enough to open a freezer. No, I don't think anyone wants to see a spider strong enough to open a freezer, Holly. That is something I'm pretty confident in saying that nobody actually wants to see that. Nobody on Earth is like, you know what I'd love to see? A fucking super strong spider. A spider with the strength of a man. That's, yeah. Nobody in the history of the world has ever said, I'd love to see a spider with the strength of a man. I mean, caterpillars are kind of cute. They got the fuzziness going on. Spider from Simpsons that shakes its fist at Bart in the Halloween episode. Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a man with the proportionate strength of a spider. The important part is that he is still a dude. He is still like just a person. He is not actually a spider. You scared of worm? I don't blame you. One person sized spider or 10,000 spiders? I think I might choose to just die. Yeah, I think in either situation, I think that I am okay with just like fucking dying. Hey, strawberries. No, I'm not going to be bothering with the Odyssey. Spider-Man deserves better than MJ. I mean, Spider-Man and Michael Jackson would be the best crossover movie. Like Jagger. I mean, Mary Jane is pretty great. And Spider just periodically appears saying hee hee. Why not, honestly? I don't really care. I just don't care enough. That's where you get out of the house. Meh. Do you think Spider-Man shoots webs out of there? Out of his wrist. Not even out of his wrist, really. He's got, like... depending on which version of Spider-Man we're going with. But usually he's got, like, a... he's got the mechanical web shooters attached to his wrist. Tobey Maguire just jizz webs. You jackass. Absolutely not. I have bad dream of seeing you all tomorrow night. That seems fair. Dustin Poirier should have the N-word pass. Not really sure who that is. Has the same birthday as you. Can they leak pics of the Cyclops? No. Remember the uterus? I do remember it. Still annoyed that Chantel lost it. Honestly, it still kind of bugs me that she lost the uterus plushie. Like, that was a cute plushie. Or is it Donnie used to shoot goosh balls at her? At our crowd? Real life uteruses are tiny. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean that uterus was very cute. Plus, I spent money on that thing. Sailor Senshiko with the Sailor Stars. Yep. I'll use Star Gentle Gears. Yep. Of course I know about was it Healer who used that one? Low ovary earns. Shit, what were the 3 stars? There was Fighter, Healer. Shit, who was the 3rd star? Maker. Yes, Maker was the 3rd one, and I believe it was Maker who used the gentle uterus. Yeah, star gentle uterus, yeah. Maker used the uterus. Collapse cyst in your ovary, not fun times. Yeah, anime great. Anime is great. I did dislike in the 90s anime. They had it so that the Sailor Stars actually transformed into men in their civilian identities. Because in the manga, they just disguised themselves as men. They were just, you know. I mean, I suppose in fairness, we never actually see them with their shirts off or anything in the manga, but there was nothing to indicate that they actually physically transformed into men. it did seem a lot more likely that they were simply disguised. Just put on boys' uniforms and no, we're totally dudes. Like in principle, the idea of men transforming into women. Sure. But that's I don't know. I think one of the reasons I wasn't keen on that change one of the stars had a big thing for Usagi. And she was definitely attracted to her as well. But like, Zateki, the leader of the stars, very much had a thing for Usagi. And like having her transform into a male in her civilian identity almost feels like it's trying to make it less gay. Now you have popcorn for dinner. I mean, I wouldn't recommend popcorn for dinner. Less gay, but more trans. But was it really trans? Because like they were just pretending, like because it was just still a disguise. You have 3 Rice Krispie squares for dinner. Like they were just pretending to be men, using magic to transform, but to transform into men, but their actual identities, they were women. Posing as men was intended as, a deceit. You may have a burger later if you feel like cooking it. Burgers are good. I don't know. It was just one of those things the 90s anime did that I just, didn't really like. The Stars arc had a lot of changes. I mean, all of the entire thing, a lot of things were changed. From right from the start, there were a lot of changes, but the Stars arc had some pretty significant changes. Like the true identity of Chibi Chibi. What's my Chinese sign? Rat, I think. The gay kids and their stars and all the other gay people was nice to see. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, no one in the main cast of that show was straight. Absolutely no one in the main cast of Sailor Moon was straight. You know, Sailor Moon herself was just full on bisexual disaster. Did Canada play this kid show around the twist? No idea, attendees. Yeah, I mean, Sailor Moon's first, like, Usagi's first reaction when seeing Rei was, she's so gorgeous. I'm gonna follow her home. And in the manga, when Rei's like, you know, Rei's birds attacked Usagi, and Rei apologized, and Usagi's reaction was, "I'll forgive it. I'll forgive a beautiful woman anything," which was basically just, "You can step on me, and I will thank you." The '90s anime had a lot of subtext between Jupiter and Mercury. The manga, all the subtext between Venus and Mars. Just like so much subtext between those two. I'm convinced that those two were like off and on girlfriends throughout high school. The episode where the boy had a peeing contest. It's Australia. So yeah, Australian. We probably wouldn't have gotten it if it was Australian. I don't think Canada got a lot of Australian shows. Hey, Ambra. Though I expect we probably do get Bluey up here. I would think. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in like 20 years. So, well, not that long, but like, when would I last watch TV? First season of Discovery, I think I watched on TV. I was watching it with my mom. Did Chantel and I watch TV when we were living in the villa together? Did we have cable? TV shows? I mean, like actual TV. Yeah, like TV shows you can just watch online. Yeah, you can just stream anywhere. But I mean, like actual like TV. Yeah, hey, let's see what's on the television. And grab the remote and start clicking through. I don't remember if Chantal and I actually had cable when we were in the villa. Australia has some good media it slept on. I can believe it. I want to see TV in a doctor's office or something like that. Do you pirate all your shit? Suppose I kind of do too. I don't download anything but the Crash Netflix documentary. Nope. Yeah, I don't download things, but like, where can I watch this thing online for free? So I don't know if that still counts as pirating. Speaking of which, looking forward to watching episode 10 of My Melody and Kuromi tonight. When does that come up? Tomorrow, probably. That one. I don't know. Yeah, tomorrow. My Melody and Kuromi is every Monday. So I did actually end up falling into schedule. So Monday is My Melody and Kuromi. Tuesday has been cartoon intros. Now that I finished recording those, gonna start in on watching on sitcom intros. Wednesday is usually My Little Pony. Thursday is Ghost and Molly McGee. Friday, usually Corner Gas, sometimes something different if I want to do something different. For example, this most recent Friday was me raging at really shitty Family Guy jokes. Friday before that was the most recent Metric album. Yep. You have to watch because then you can watch me get increasingly angry at how not fucking funny it is. Over this battering wind, 22 miles per hour, converted phrase. Seems like some pretty fast wind. Some pretty strong winds, I guess. I would assume. Like that seems pretty strong. But I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist. Wear a squirrel suit and go outside. Oh, if only I did have a squirrel suit. Alex Griffin that has Family Guy fact videos. Do any of them explain why the show's so fucking unfunny? I mean, why? I don't give a fuck about Family Guy. Family Guy has 3 types of jokes. And only 3 types of jokes. Cutaway gag, overly long gag, hyperviolence gag. It's their entire, like, that is their entire thing. Severe weather alert. It's making my place shake. Save the wood. Peter versus Chicken Sandwich. The first one. The first Peter versus Chicken fight was great. It helped that it was an episode that was an imaginary story to begin with. Yeah, it was a story about them like surviving the apocalypse. You know, the other is a weird episode to begin with, so that helped. So the first one was really good because it was so unexpected, so out of nowhere. But then they kept going back to the well. And it feels like one of those jokes that works once. Thought the chicken. Yeah. Yeah, gave him an expired coupon. Yeah. Yeah, the first time. That was the joke. It was like I don't accept things that people hand to me. And then it flashed back to him getting a coupon from a guy giant chicken, and it turned out the coupon was expired. So he chased the chicken down. They got into a extended fight scene, and it was great. Once. In an episode that also had Stewie turn into an octopus and ended with a reference to, I don't remember the sitcom, but lady waking up and realizing it was all a dream. You never understood hentai? Like, it was a really weird episode. Like, it was just, even by Family Guy standards, it was a very weird episode. So the chicken fight made as much sense as anything else that happened in that episode. But then they just kept fucking going back to the same goddamn well. Because why bother writing jokes that flow naturally from the story when you can just fill 3 or 4 minutes with the fucking chicken fight? Yeah, you're feeling a bit lazy that day, so you just write chicken fight in the script, and there you go. You got a full page. You got like 2 pages filled right there just by writing chicken fight. You sound like at one point you may have been handed a coupon by a chicken. No, I was handed a coupon by fucking Family Guy, and that's why I've got a grudge against them. That's the source of my lifelong grudge against Family Guy. Anywho, point is, fuck Family Guy. Anyway, anyone else got another topic? Anyone? Anyone have any topics? Because I'm drawing a blank. Why did I just put together that the YouTuber's last name and Family Guy were both Griffin? Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to be a like I caught on immediately. I just didn't know if that was like an intentional thing that the guy did. Bath showers. Showers. I only take showers. I haven't had a bath since I was a kid. Well, I mean that one isn't really for cleaning. But did you forget your Tylenol, Buck? Even after Buttercup reminded you? You setting up the bits in your jets? Or the jets in your bits? Yeah, I mean that tub isn't really for cleaning. That tub is for like relaxing. You know, not a lot of people know that dumb is spelled with a B. That is apparently a little known fact. I don't speak French. Nope. I don't speak any French. Done the whole B and P thing my whole life. Got a diagnosis of dyslexia. Well, I mean, it's understandable. They're so close to each other on the keyboard, right? Why don't I speak French? I just never got the hang of it. Because I never had any practice, really. Yeah, it was never something that I had to practice. Just realized I have membership. Probably gifted by Catherine. That one probably came from Catherine. Most gift memberships do. Popcorn gets tiresome after a couple handfuls. You gave the popcorn, wasn't hitting the spot. I mean, I'll finish a bag of popcorn. I mean, I get the like the extra buttery popcorn. I think just regular buttery popcorn. Is it buttery or extra buttery that I get? Extra buttery. I get the extra buttery popcorn and then put salt on it. I'm gonna get more water. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. I got fresh water. I got me some fresh water. Nothing beats fried. Fried is good. Fried is tasty. Fries? Fresh fries? I do prefer potato wedges over fries. Can't order DoorDash because the fries come soggy. Yeah. Depending on where you're ordering from, yeah, the fries can be pretty bad through delivery. Does depend a little bit on where you're ordering from, but yeah. Reading any books? Nah. I read the first book of I haven't read the second one yet of War Olympus. So I told Madison I had chips the other night. We need to say French fries. I was like, oh, am I British now? I mean, even here in Canada, even here in North America, fish and chips. You know, fish and chips is fish and fries. You know, like we do say fish and chips still. That said, I think that might be about the only context in which to lift not an elevator. No, it's an elevator. Turlet wine. They're called crisps. Yeah. Yeah, what we call chips, they call crisps. Escalator. Yeah, an escalator is an escalator. A flashlight being a torch is funny. Flashlights are better. Flashgate? How high-tech flashlights have gone. I only want a flashlight if it's a cryptid. Give me some Chupacabussi. I wonder if the word Chupacabussi has ever been uttered before. It has not. Yeah, that seems like one of those phrases that's like copyrighted quick. It's going in the dictionary now, Urban Dictionary. Hi, Donna. You came in at an interesting time. I just looked up the word Chupacabussi. And nothing coming up. Merch, yeah. Yeah, I gotta call up Bad Dragon. I got a suggestion for them. Can you fill me in? Yes, I can. Yes, you can. We were talking about like differences in UK and North American English. Uncle Buck brought up the fact that that the UK calls flashlights torches. Somebody else brought up flashlights. I said I only want and then somebody else mentioned cryptids. See, I said, see, Somebody brought up flashlights. Somebody else brought up cryptids. So I said I only want the flashlight if it's a cryptid. And then I said, give me some chupacabussi. Give me that chupacabussi. It's even funnier now. Now that I've explained it. It's an interesting subject when I pop in late. Yeah. I'm curious. I just all of a sudden got curious what what they've got and what Bad Dragon has in terms of fleshlights. Is it hairy or bald? Yeah, mangy. Yeah. Mangy sounds about right. Doesn't look like I'm not seeing any chupacabra. Nope. Not seeing a chupacabra. Basically, not seeing a chupacabra. Fleshlight on Bad Dragon. Threesome with me, myself, and I. Menage a un. Envision the skin more similar to an elephant. Yeah, I don't actually feel like I really want to envision Chupacabra pussy. Really picture? No. Luckily, I'm not good at actually picturing things in my brain. As long as I can picture your mom. Nah, that's why she sends me photos. That's why she keeps sending me tit pics. From the great hereafter, exactly. Enter ditch. Nope. Sometimes they channel our inner velociraptors. That one's good. That one's cute. Clever girl indeed. I imagine most raptor philosophy just ends up with them eating somebody. Socrates debating somebody and then just like tearing them open and eating them. Anyway, no tendies, I am not saying that. When I said clever girl indeed, it was a Jurassic Park reference. What? Because I'm a dick. You didn't get that reference? Yeah, ambush scene. Yeah, dude's trying to hunt raptors, and they like set up a trap for him, and he realizes what's happened, and he's like, "Clever girl," and then they kill him. He gets flanked. And then they eat his flank and the rest of him. Need to be approved. Yep. For some reason, being flanked. Yeah. I guess flanking needs. Yeah. Suppose military strategies need to be approved. The he got flanked comment needed approval. Yep. Can't have people discussing military strategies around here, clearly. Flank steak. That is fine. Flank steaks is fine. Flank butthole is not fine, evidently. Shockingly. Who would have thought that butthole needs approval? I would assume butthole was the part that needed approval. So fair game. Anywho. Let's stream stuff and smoke on Patreon for a laugh. Because the one time I did try to stream on Patreon, it wouldn't work. Which couldn't I let me vacuum her? It'd be so much easier than having to vacuum the whole house. I mean, to be fair, there's going to be other reasons to vacuum the house. Cat fur isn't the only thing that's going to be getting around the place. Not enough band-aids in the world yet. Had a cat in the past that let me. Her name was worthless. That's a mean thing to name a cat. You can't name a cat that. That's just mean. That's rude. That'd be your name in Bebop. Worthless, good for nothing cat was her full name. My dad called her that when we brought her home and it stuck. Rude. It's a cat. So it still deserves to have a good name. It doesn't deserve to be called worthless or good for nothing. Named cats worse or different. Why would you do that? You gotta give the cat a nice name. Give your cats nice names. Geezer, beaker, asshole, jerk, chuck. Jeez, you shouldn't be allowed to name cats. I'm guessing Kuna and Katana were named by one of your daughters, by one of your kids. Yeah, it helped. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and guess that you were not the one to name Kunai and Katana. Yeah. Yeah, you don't get to name cats anymore. Making that a rule. upstairs cat for the first 6 months otherwise. Because I said no more pets, I lost. An all blind yappy dog and the kitten terrorized her. Good. Fuck yappy dogs. I hate yappy dogs. Those things are fucking awful. Those are the fuckers that should be called worthless. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna get going for tonight. See you all tomorrow. I have no shifts this week, which sucks. So it means I also have no money this week. So. See you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.